Hello everybody, welcome back to my page. I'm Laura with Chocolate Designs. Say hello when you jump on, hit that heart button for me. Let me know that you're here and that you are watching. If you see a red live button up here right now, you're catching live. If not, then you are catching the replay. So if you would please put exclamation point replay in the comments for me. And in just a second, I am going to have a keyword for you. When you type in that keyword, then I'm going to send you a message with this list of supplies for all of the things that we are using tonight. So go ahead and say hi. Hit that heart button for me. Let me know that you're here. And I'm going to start saying hi to all my friends as you guys jump on. Oh my goodness, everybody's here already. I love this. Y'all are quick. You guys must see that notification to be like, click, here she comes. I love it. Hi, Cassie. Hello, Sissy. Hey, Rhea. Hello, Linda and Carol. Hello, Kathy and Cheryl. Hi, Julie. Hello, Sissy and Terry and Karen and Chris. Hello, Jan. Let's see. Hey, Pam. Hello, Lance. Hey, Teresa. Hi, Christine. Hi, Dottie. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. Y'all, I got a package in the mail yesterday, last night. And my UPS guy does not come early at all. Generally, he shows up like 9:30 at night. Hello, everybody, as you guys are jumping on. Hi. And so my new Snoopy collection, my new Peanuts collection came last night. And I could not wait to dive into this with you guys. The last couple nights, we've had a project that have been a little bit more detailed and intricate and took a little bit longer. I think this one's going to be more on the beginner level for those of you who are just starting out. A little bit more beginner intermediate, okay? So very, very simple to do. So we're actually going to start tonight with our simple shaped rectangles. Hello, everybody. Simple shaped rectangles. These are currently in the sale that's going on. And I keep forgetting the name of the sale. Why do I keep forgetting the name of the sale? I don't know. The retail therapy sale. That's what it's called. So these right here are really, really inexpensive, and it comes in a 2-pack. And I believe that you guys, it's like under $3 even for retail customers. It's such a good deal for a 2-pack of surfaces. So make sure you guys grab some of these before they're all gone. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Hello, Mary. Hello to all my friends. And we're just going to use one of these tonight, okay? I love these because they're simple, they're easy, and if you want to hang it, they're very, very easy to punch holes in with our awesome Power Punch tool. Yours came yesterday at 10:30 a.m. Mail lady never comes that early, but I was glad she did. Hi, Wanda K. Hello, Wanda. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Cone is the keyword, C-O-N-E. So tonight I'm actually not going to paint this surface. I'm going to do it just as it is. You got yours today too. Awesome. Hello, Patty. We're going to do this just as the color that it is right on the back here, or right on it in its brown state, just as it is, to make things a little bit easier. And you guys, if you haven't guessed yet, we are doing this transfer here tonight. It is an A size. It's from our Peanuts collection. I think it's oh so cute. And this one right here is called the ice cream cone. And you've got little Snoopy up there laying on top of the ice cream cone. So darling, right? We love these. And on the back, it even has the little Peanuts logo down there. And it says design, repeat. Design, love, repeat. That's our slogan. So we're going to open this right up and go ahead and get started. How was you guys' day today? A lot of you guys got your Peanuts transfer, so I'm sure your day was good, right? All right, let me hang that over there so I don't lose it. I've got transfers everywhere right now. They're all over the place. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this project by just pasting this right onto the surface in a color that fairly matches the surface. They have a question about pearls. They don't stay on, and when they fall off, it takes the paint with it. What are you doing wrong? I don't know. Ruth, I really don't know. I haven't had that issue with them, but you could always glue them on instead of just trying to use the sticky that comes with them. I would try to do that instead. I usually always put a dab of glue on it anyway, just because a lot of my stuff, if I sell it, then it gets shipped, and it's less likely to fall off if I glue everything down. So we're going to take our fuzzing cloth and we're going to give this a nice, good fuzz. You got yours today too. Yay! And you know, I thought I was going to do something different, but I think I'm actually going to do... All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this design and we're going to decide where we want our colors to be. Okay, so right here, obviously we're going to want Snoopy to be white. So we're going to paste that in white around Snoopy. I want my ice cream cone here to be, actually, you guys, should you have wet? No, you don't want to wax first before putting a sticker on. And you don't need to wax this surface either. You're going to make your 3-year-old granddaughter a shirt. Oh, awesome. Hi, Dolores. So you guys, I want to know in the comments, what's your favorite kind of ice cream? Because you can make this any color that you want to. And tonight I'm going to make it to resemble my favorite kind of ice cream, mint chocolate chip. I just love me some mint chocolate chip. I will eat the entire tub if I get one. And I don't like to share. It's my favorite. And I've already got a fuzzy on here from that stuff last night. I should have cleaned off my desk. Had to let your fur baby out of about 20 years go over the Rainbow Bridge just a couple of hours ago. Oh my gosh, Irene, I am so sorry, honey. We're going to be praying for healing for you. That is just devastating. I can't imagine 20 years of having that best friend in your life. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. All right, so here we go. We're going to lay this down on here. We're going to end up having to wash this transfer in order to do the whole thing perfectly. And you guys, I really should have used my desk vacuum because I've got all sorts of little pieces and parts of just stuff all over this transfer right now. You can avoid this by keeping your desk clean and also using a lint roller on your fuzzing cloth because that might be where it came from. And that's totally not straight. Oh my gosh, you guys, we're going to have another night like we did last night. That's better. Now it's straight. Mint chocolate chip Mackinac Island fudge chocolate all the way. Oh, you guys are loving some ice cream too. Mint chocolate chip is by far my favorite. All right, you guys, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off with some colors here. I've got a bunch of them, and we do have a whole bunch of different of the single-size packets right now on sale on the site as well. So we're going to do, obviously, Snoopy's going to be in white to start off with. So we're going to grab some white out here. I want this right here to be my mint chocolate chip. Orange pineapple ice cream. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I want this right here to be my mint chocolate chip. So we're going to mix a couple of colors tonight to see if we can get something that's closer to a mint chip color. And I think that if I use the metallic eggshell blue and a little bit of meadow, y'all, I think I might be able to get more of a mint chip color. So there's the eggshell blue. Y'all know I like to mix things, right? Aloha, Donna. Eskimo Kisses mint chocolate chip and amaretto. Ooh, that sounds good. So I'm going to grab some of this eggshell blue. This is the metallic eggshell blue and a little bit of this meadow color just to give it a little more of a green tint. And we're going to see what happens when we mix these two colors together. Two colors that I don't think otherwise I ever would have thought to mix together. But tonight is the night. Oh my goodness, that made a very limey color. Y'all, I think that that might be too limey. It's beautiful, but I think it might be too limey. We might have to add a little bit more of the meadow in there. But that's gorgeous. I don't know, maybe it is the right color. Maybe? You guys, does that look mint chippy? That just might be mint chip right there. Maybe it's a little too green. I don't know. All right, let's try to add just a little smidge of some vanilla in here. I feel like it's just too not quite right yet. But I think if we add a little bit of vanilla, we're going to be in the right area. It doesn't look mint chippy, does it? All right. It's too bright, I feel. I might go with it anyway, whatever this turns out as. That toned it down a lot. I think we're good there. I think we're good there. I like that color a lot. You guys, don't be afraid to mix your colors. Mix it up to make something new. I think I might even snap a picture of this one and send it. See if maybe they'll make this as a color of the month. Because I think that that's gorgeous. I think that that's a beautiful color. Oh my goodness. Ooh, you guys, the more that I mix the vanilla in there, the more it does look mint chippy to me. There we go. That's perfect. That is perfect. Right there. Okay. I like it when I get the color right. All right, so we're going to use that color there. And then for this right here, we're going to start off with just, I'm going to mix some camel. Yes, mint green. Camel and a little bit of June as well to do that one. We're going to end up coloring these in, which is why I want to get my colors right, because we're going to use the paste that we do to just color right into that. And I love using vanilla as a base. I swear, you guys, I go through so much of vanilla, and I'm so glad I have 6 extra jars sitting over there. Because I love vanilla. All right, and then some camel. Vanilla and camel mixed together for that part. I have way too much paste right here, but it's going to be fine. To make more of a cone color. Oh, there we go. That's a good cone color, y'all. Just needed to tone down that camel just a little bit. All right. Definitely looks spring. Yes, that's what we're going for. Thanks, Ruth. She's like my favorite mixologist. If I could mix drinks like I mix paste, I'd be drunk all the time. Hi, Judy. All right, let's grab out some of our squeegees here. We're going to get squeegee in this paste through and just see what we can do with this. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go. We're going to start off. I'm going to go ahead and start in the middle. That way I'm not running my hands through this. Hi, Kim. And I'm going to go with this one right here. We're going to start with that mint color. Ooh, yep, we're going to start with the mint color. And I really only need to do the outside. I don't need to put it all the way through. I probably will anyway. It doesn't matter. And I just want to get the colors around the edges so that when I pull this up, I can color that in. If that makes sense. Ooh, I almost got Snoopy's ear in green. And I did not want to do that, so I'm glad I missed it. All right. There we go. We're going to just take most of that off of the transfer. Hi, Cindy. Just so that I have it to paint with. I don't want to waste any if I don't have to. All right, then we're going to do the Snoopy part, and then we're going to paste and pull, you guys. I hung it right there. It's above my head right now. I haven't hung it on my door just yet. Okay, this is my watered down white. I think we can still use it, though. It's going to be fine. for Snoopy. Remember, this is just to get the outline. Oops, so that we know where to color in. That is definitely a watered down paste. All right, there we go for that. Hi, Mary Jo. It's going to be mint chocolate chip. It sure is. I made it myself. All right, I want another mini squeegee. A mini. My cut in half little bitty squeegees. And we're going to do the cone color down here at the bottom. Okay, simple and easy. Just putting those colors where we want them to go. So it's going to look a little bit, well, it's going to look like a one and done when we first start, but then we're going to do some stuff to it and make it magical. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and pull this up. So at the moment, if we were to do a one and done, that is how it would look. And it's super cute just like that, right? You could totally leave it alone just like that and it would be just fine. But I want to color this in and then we're going to come back and we're going to do a little extra to it, okay? So, play this over here. I'm going to spray it down. We're going to wash it in just a little bit. Snoopy's, I know. Hold on, Mary Jo. Hold on. We're just getting started with this. We're just getting started. All right, so now I'm going to grab my paintbrushes. Let's try to find some that are not frayed. This one, honest to goodness, is one of my favorites. We'll use that one for that. I feel like I got a lot of control with that one. And this is a good one. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. All of the parts where Snoopy is at, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and take my white paste and we're just going to color from that line into the inside. All of that stuff, we're using that part where we put the transfer as our guide for where to put our color. Literally making you want an ice cream cone? Oh, me too. Me too. I love some ice cream. Okay, so just coloring all of that in the colors that we use as the outline. We just put our transfer through first, just so that that would be a guide to where we need our color to be on here. And you can do as many coats with the paste as you want to. Whatever you need to do, so that to you it looks like it's covered very, very well. And you don't have those brush strokes if you don't like the brush strokes. Whatever works for you. And I think I might dry this and then just go over it one more time. It doesn't take that long to paint it, but I feel like it's going to give us a little bit better coverage if we do that. So there's Snoopy. It's just cut in. Yeah, mint chocolate chip. Absolutely. It's my favorite. Had to do mint chocolate chip. All right, let's grab some of this green color that we made. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I'm just going over all of that area, the entire part where all of that ice cream cone is. Right up close to where Snoopy's at. And I can even overlap just a little bit because that's where it's going to... Hi, Corey. Would the chalk markers work? Yes, they sure will. The new chalk markers will work. And you can color them with the chalk markers. But keep in mind, you can't mix those. So make sure that it's the color that you want if you want to paint them with the chalk markers, that you absolutely can. I knew I wanted a mint chocolate chip tonight, so I want to paint it. Because I love me some mint chocolate chip. All right. Cone is the key word. Thanks for typing that in there, Holly. Just takes a minute to get this all filled in. And I'm trying to make sure that when I'm filling this in that I don't have a bunch of like globby areas. You were thinking on the ear and the nose. For the black, Ruth, bear with me, girl. Bear with me. It'll all turn out, I promise. I feel like y'all don't trust me yet. Trust the process. Trust the process. Okay. There's our green. Almost done. No globby marks. Make sure you get all of those off of there. And then we're going to do the same thing now with another brush and that cone. Trust the process. Oh, you mean use the markers on that? Yes, you absolutely could. Yes. Yes, you could. But the transfer is going to do that for you. Right, yeah, right now he does kind of look like a ghost, doesn't he? All right, so I'm doing the camel on here first, but I actually think that when I'm painting this part here, I want to add a little bit more color to it because I feel like a cone most of the time has a little bit more color than just a single shade. So we're going to do that too. Because this is our project and we can do whatever we want with it. But let's get this on here first. Yeah, Kim's like, I trust you because I have no idea how to do it. Right now we're just giving it a background color. And getting that all like just colored in. We're just coloring, you guys, just like a coloring book, only with paint. All right, I got the first coat on there. I like how this looks so far. I certainly do. We're going to give it a dry. We're going to give it a second coat. It looks like pistachio ice cream. Ooh, it does kind of look like pistachio. A little bit, doesn't it? All right. Back to the white. I do want to do a second coat on here because I see quite a few brush marks, especially in Snoopy. And part of that could be because of how watered down my paste is. And the size of brush that I'm using too. It's kind of small. All right. That made them nice and white. We're getting there, folks. Hang with me. That made Snoopy nice and white, how Snoopy should be. All right, back to the green. Sometimes you just need a second coat on there. That's all there is to it. You just need it to cover that background. Just makes the background color brighter and stand out more. You can do whatever colors you want. This right here is a 5x7 rectangle simple shape, or yeah, it's a rectangle simple shape. You get 2 of them in a pack right now on that sale under specials for like next to nothing, for just a couple bucks. And I just love these because they're a great go-to surface for so many different things. And they're perfect for A-size transfers. All right, we just about got that colored in. There definitely is a little bit of definition to this with those paint marks. But I love it. I love the color. I think, oh my gosh, that metallic color is so awesome. All right, Terry, have a good night. Oh, I will save the green if there's any left, for sure. For sure. All right, now this time we're coming back in with a cone. And I'm actually going to take some of my bark. And I'm going to start painting with this color, but every once in a while, let's see, let's add just a little bit of bark in here too, as this is still wet. Just to give it a little bit more definition. Get this on here. Don't dry it up yet. And I'm just going to take a little, yes, I'm double dipping, you guys. It's not that big of a deal. When you stir up your paste, it's all going to just come back to the same color. So just adding kind of like a shadow in here, especially on the bottom of the ice cream. By giving that bark, by giving it a little bit of bark in with that camel color and kind of blending that in. Just a touch, not a lot. We'll just give it a little bit more definition. So you guys see what that did by adding that little bit of bark on there? Gave it just a bit more, okay? All right, y'all, here we go. Here we go. I think we're ready. I think we're ready for this. I do need the bark. I'm done with the camel. I'm done with this. I'm done with the green. So all we need now is black and brown. Okay. Oh, I can't get the lid back on. There it goes. So let's clean this up just a little bit. Black and brown. Okay. So let's dry this up and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our wax. Right over top of this, this is going to keep, that wax is going to keep this in place and just keep us from getting any of this paint to pull up. You smear it with your finger when blending like that? Yeah, absolutely you can smear it with your finger. Yep. You can totally blend with your fingers. All right, we're going to get this nice and dried up. And then we need to wash our transfer. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. All right, nice and dried up. We're going to wash our transfer. So for those of you who are still kind of new and haven't seen me wash a transfer at my craft table before, because normally, typically I take it to my sink, all you're going to do is you're going to just spray the top of it with some water. Get some water on the top of it. I like to take a paper towel and go over it just to pull off most of that paste that's on there. And this is just tap water, you guys. It's just tap water. I'm going to spray it down again, and I'm going to use my board eraser. Now, these are normally available in my shop. They're currently sold out. If you do not have a board eraser and you need one, let me know. I do have extras that I can send out. If you don't have one, they make cleaning your transfers so much easier. And I, honest to goodness, can tell you, I have never found anything that works as well for cleaning a transfer as the board erasers. I have tried a whole bunch of different stuff. When we've been sold out, nothing compares to the board erasers. They are like a magic eraser, but they don't have the chemicals, so they won't ruin the adhesiveness of your transfer. All right, so we're going to do the sticky side and the other side. Oh, thank you, Ruth. All right, so now we've got both sides cleaned up. Why do I keep getting stuff all over this, though? All right, we've got both sides cleaned up, and now I'm going to use the light side of my fuzzing cloth. I'm going to roll it this time just to be safe. I'm going to use the light side of my fuzzing cloth. This is your dry side. This is your microfiber side. To put this down and give that a good dry. We want to make sure it's nice and dry before we put it back down on our surface. Okay. And already that feels pretty darn good. So as it dries, that stickiness is going to come right back. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and give this some surface wax. My jar is running low. You need board erasers, Mary Jo? Send me a message. And I can send you an invoice for a pack and I can get them sent out to you. All right, so we're going to just put a light layer of surface wax over top of this. And then come back in with a towel and we're just gonna wipe off that surface wax. Okay, so you want to wax on and then wax off. All right. So what I'm going to do here, we're going to lay this right back down, right over top of everything that we've already got done. Just making sure that it's dry. And we're going to line it up, and you can actually see right where we had pasted it before. Okay. So right there, it looks like it's perfectly lined up, perfectly lined up. Pretty close to perfectly lined up. Pretty close. My hair. We're off just a smidge. Oh, come on. I think I can do it better. I think I did it better that time. The key word for tonight is cone. C-O-N-E. Cone. All right, so what I'm going to do, y'all, we're going to go ahead and we're going to use bark on the cone and the ice cream to outline. And we're going to use black velvet to outline Snoopy. Okay? Trust the process. Trust the process. So let's start with our black velvet. And we're going to go right over top of that entire Snoopy with the black velvet. The whole thing, right over top of the whole guy. Our whole puppy dog here. And this is going to create our outline because everything else has already been colored in. We did the white to color it in. The black is to go over it and outline it. Now I'm even scared to go over it with this. Oh, come on, baby. Oh, I'm good. I just can't hit the sprinkles. I'm good. I was overthinking it just a little bit. All right, once I have Snoopy done, I'm going to pull up. Just to make sure that this doesn't overstick, it's called the paste and pull method. And we're just going to relieve that paste from Snoopy. You guys, are you seeing Snoopy and how cute Snoopy is? Oh my goodness! Snoopy's adorable. Oh, he turned out so good. Now I'm just going to press back around that cone, and then we're going to come back over it with some brown. This will work. We're going to do bark for the rest of this. So yes, my ice cream is going to be lined in bark. Y'all, it'll look fine. It'll look fine. You could line yours in green if you want to. But this is also going to make those chips in the middle look chocolatey. Okay, so everywhere we didn't have the black is where we're putting the brown now. And we just squeegee that on and then squeegee all of the excess off. And are you guys ready to see how this turned out? Yes, exactly. It is so awesome how it outlines and it just brings out all the detail. Can't get my finger in there. Okay, here we go. Y'all, ready for this? What do you guys think? I think it turned out so cute. I think it turned out so cute. You guys, does that look like chocolate chip ice, or does that look like mint chocolate chip to you? I mean, you can definitely tell that it's mint chocolate chip, in my opinion. I think it looks so cute. So that's how you color it in ahead of time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's go ahead and give this. I don't plan to do anything else with this. I think that it looks great just as it is. If y'all want to add some embellishments to yours or anything else, go by all means do that. But I think that this guy is super, super cute, just like he is. Minty good. I think that that green turned out fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So now here's the thing, you guys. There's a couple different ways that you can display this. The first is to use our Power Punch tools. And with our Power Punch tool, like this one right here, you can just slide this right into the base and you can punch a hole in there. This will absolutely punch holes into these. I don't want this one to be hung. So what I'm going to use are these right here. These are, it does look like he's content as can be, cooling down on a hot summer's day. These are our little board and base stands, okay? So you'll notice that there's a groove in here, and if the groove is tilted, that tilt is going to allow it to stand up and kind of lean back a little bit. And that's going to display it just like that. Okay? So you could also do the same process on a shirt. You can do it on really anything, and just color it in ahead of time. But I think he looks adorable. What do you guys think? Do you love our Snoopy on our mint chocolate chip? It would be really cute for an ice cream party, for a little ice cream bar, anything like that. Absolutely. And you could also, I thought about this, but then I didn't. And I don't want to, now that it's done, I don't really want to do it. But you could also take some of the color of the ice cream and just kind of make little drips with it if you wanted to. Personal preference on how you want to do it. but I think it's so stinking cute. Love, love, love him, right? All right, you guys, make sure you're checking out that sale that I keep forgetting the name of it. I'll never remember the name of it until it's over. The retail therapy sale where you can get a whole bunch of stuff for up to 70% off. It's such a great deal. That's where you're going to find these board and bases, or these rectangle simple shapes. And they're really, really, really inexpensive. Love them to make some summery Snoopy. Ooh, Diane, you just wait. I don't know what's coming out next, but I do know that Snoopy is not done with Chalk Couture. So there might be more to come. I have no insider knowledge. But, all right, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this easy tutorial tonight. A little bit more on the easy moderate side for what we have been doing lately. And that's it for tonight. So, y'all, if you don't know yet, you can get 30% off of all of your products all the time by joining our Perks membership. It's $20 a month. You instantly get back $20 in product credit. And so it's basically free, but you're going to get a 30% discount membership with that. So there you have it. Okay. If you want to know more about Perks, please send me a message or just type in the word cone and then click on some of those links and follow it around until you find the Perks stuff. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it for me for tonight. I'm going to go clean up here and get ready for bed. So I'll see you guys back here again later. Okay. All right. Facebook, take my picture. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. Thanks for watching.